Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So recently we got a new Odd-Eyes card and it's called Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon of the Four Heavenly Dragons. This card is busted as all hell because we can read it together. During your main phase you can destroy this card, and if you do, add one pendulum monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. Also for the rest of this turn, unless you pendulum summon after this effect resolves, you cannot activate monster effects on the field, and you can only use this effect once per turn. I'm just gonna go over the pendulum effect. So this effect is disgustingly broken because Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon has so many good targets, and one of them is both Vaalmonicas. Vaalmonicas have 1200 attacks, so Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon can add either Daimono or Anhelo from your deck to your hand, and unlike the Beyond the Pendulum, Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon only negates monster effects on the field. So that means that when you add either Dynamo or Anhelo, you can still use their effects, discard a card to place both pendulum scales on the board, and then you can pendulum summon a lot of force from your hand, and that's why I think that Vaalmonica really got the biggest update, how can I say, the biggest power up with Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon, because now you don't have to rely on their field spells or Fiendsmith with Tract, because Daimono is a light fiend, so you can add it with Tract, but Tract is a -1, while Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon is basically 1-for-1, which is really good. And also Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon has its own Rota, Spiral Flame Strike, which is also good going second, because if you control a Odd-Eyes, which in this case it will be this card, you can target a card on the field and destroy it. So it's good as a Rota or as a going second card, and I also don't think it's once per turn, so that makes it even more broken. And now I'm gonna show you 5 duels against actual opponent to see if the deck is actually good. Okay, so in the first duel we are playing against Super Quantals, yeah. Okay, they're starting with Foolish, adding the Fairy Elfman. Okay, they're revealing 2, summoning the blue layer. They're doing some shenanigans, sure. They're probably gonna end on their boss monster. I cannot remember their name, but let's see. They're summoning the black layer. Okay, so it's XYZs, sure. They're activating the field spell, summoning the... Okay, sure. Okay, they're using the field spell to summon the boss monster, and yeah, it's Make King Great Magnus, so this is a problem because this has 7 freaking materials, so I cannot add any monsters from my deck to my hand, but luckily I have Vaalmonicas, which can allow me to summon all monsters and summon the Underworld Goddess, which gets rid of the Great King Magnus. And now you can see that even though our opponent is getting a lot of pluses, we can still play, because Underworld Goddess is a light fiend for Requiem. Requiem summons Lacrima, sends Engraver, and we are just playing that minimum package of 1 Lacrima, 1 Engraver, and that's a bare minimum, because you still need Fiendsmiths to play around certain interruptions. Like in this case, we needed to use 4 monsters for Underworld Goddess, And you can see that now that usurpation card, basically our new E-Tally is so good because it summoned Archfiend straight from our deck. And now we summoned another Archfiend with Saryuya, added Necromancer. I only play one Necromancer because Necromancer is a level 3, and that makes it awkward because any level besides level 4 is weird for Vaalmonicas, because Vaalmonicas have pendulum scales 3 and 5, and our opponent surrender because we have triple Archfiends, Lantis, Necromancer, we haven't even used our launcher, which is broken. For the next tool we are playing against Ryziels. We are starting with Chaos Grapper and sending Triclown and Ares. Ares will add Usurpation, Triclown will summon itself by paying 1000 life points. Using Usurpation, set Jest. Using Jest to summon Archfiend straight from my deck, adding another Archfiend to Pendulum summon it. Add Launcher, use summon Ripodocus, make Archfiend Light Fiend, summon Requiem, Lacrima, send Engraver, Sequence, summon the Aeroliter, send Necromancer, because we already used our normal summon and our pendulum summon, so we had to send Necromancer to revive it with Launcher. Okay, and now we are just comboing off with double Archfiends, Lantis, Necromancer, and our opponent really has to have a lot of, how do you say it, a lot of board breakers to break this board, because we'll have multiple barriers. We'll have Ally Code Talker with Sequence. Yep, Archfiend gets break, so we have double barrier, break, Sequence plus Ally Code Talker and Zelantis. Our opponent starts with X, we are just gonna banish it with Ally Code Talker. They use the Palm Ryziel and Sword Ryziel that gets met with barrier, and our opponent surrenders. The third duel will be against Ryziel, so this will be a game 2. So Ryziel they start with Ice, summon Sword, summon X, they go for Dual Drive, add 2 cards, summon Node. Okay, they are playing some standard Ryziel's shenanigans, summon Star, set Cross. Cross is still disgusting, by the way, because this doesn't, I think, start Chain, which is broken. Okay, they ended on Ragnar Zero as well, which is okay, I guess. They use Detonator to destroy my Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon, but I have Spiral Flame Strike for another one. We use Pendulum Dragon, but I get met with Droll, and my Daimono gets negated, and I forgot at that time that I couldn't use monster effects on the field, so that's why I lost. And also Droll, and yeah, Droll really needs to get banned because Droll is too much, and I probably would have liked to see Maxi back and not Droll, because Droll is actually oppressive and a lingering floodgate. Yeah, I think Maxi is also broken, but at least it gives you some option, while Droll literally locks you. And in this case you can see that our opponent set up their full board and had Droll for my turn, and what can I do under Droll? Yeah, nothing. For the fourth duel we are playing against what's their name, the Spirit deck something. They're starting with the Aratama, they're adding Amano Iwato. Okay, and you'll see that this deck, the Spirits, is actually very degenerate because they they have a lot of floodgates in their deck. First one is Amano Iwato. I do try to summon a bunch of monsters. They summon Aratama, use Sakitama, go to the battle phase, clear up my Necromancer, take control of Archfiend and destroy my Armageddon Knight. And this is the second floodgate where now they have Baguska. Like, can I even play, man? We are using Ares, using Usurpation. Usurpation will set Jest, so I cannot die. Now they use Sekitama, two normal summon, two Amano Iwato, so now we have Baguska. We have two Amano Iwatos, which is broken. Like, I cannot even get over Baguska, let alone two more Amano Iwatos. And now opponent can try to OTK me, but I think I actually survived this turn. Yeah, because of just summoning Archfiend just to chump block. And I'm left with 1000 life points. And I mean, I still do top deck really well with Usurpation, because Usurpation can summon Archfiend from the deck using Launcher, to summon Archfiend and Necromancer using 4 monsters for Underworld Goddess. And now we did manage to get over one Amano Iwato, but it doesn't matter because they have this old card, the Rosetsu, just bounce back my Underworld Goddess, and yeah, I guess. And for the final duel, we are playing against Orchest. We are using the Anhelo, discard Engraver, use Usurpation, set Jest. Now we're gonna Pendulum Summon Archfiend and Trickclown. They're gonna use Druisworm in response to banish my Engraver, which is that plays okay, but they could have waited when I actually use Necromancer or Engraver and not just shotgun the Druisworm, but I mean, that's opponent's work. And now we go for Ripidocus, make Archfiend Allied Fiends, go for Requiem, summon Lacrima, summon Sequence as well, go for Duke of Demise, Zelantis, and make SP Little Knight because I wanted to banish that Druisworm from the field. Archfiend again, grab Barrier, using Zelantis to reset the whole freaking board, use Archfiend again, get another Barrier, go for Azalea. Azalea is really strong because you don't really care if she actually sends herself to the graveyard, because it's basically another copy of SP Little Knight, which is really good. My opponent is starting with Lacrima, summoning Requiem, and yeah, my opponent surrender because I already have the barriers, breaks, and also I made a mistake because I made a wrong link 5. This should have been a allied Kotaker, but you can see that it really doesn't matter. And yeah. Okay, so this is the deck list again. So the deck is actually really strong. It has a lot of power in it and actually a lot of consistency, because you have like 12 ways to get to any Vaalmonica. You have 6 copies of Vaalmonicas, you have 3 copies of Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon plus 3 more, so that's 12 copies, which is enough. You have Rota for Armageddon Knight or Chaos Grapper. You have Foolish for Ares or Damage Juggler or Trickclown, so you have a lot of utility with Foolish Burial. You have the Usurpation with Jest that can summon Archfiend straight from your deck or hand. So that's also really good. So I really do like this new Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Odd-Eyes Pendulum Dragon has so many more good targets, so there will be more videos with this card soon, so stay tuned. There's also, by the way, there's also so many good overframe cards like the Dark Magician one, or the Stardust one, or the new Crimson Dragon Synchro. Yeah, those cards are actually broken, and I'll also make a video on them very soon. But for now, I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.